So you can analyze your conversations, and this gives you a very good report on what's going on in the relationship, whether that's a situationship, an actual relationship, or whether it's a breakup. You're going through a breakup. Maybe it's already an ex, and then you still talk with them, or you fight with them, or you have discussions and arguments. So these things are ideal. And like if we go to the analyze conversation section, we have these quick scans where you can insert immediate issues, like a argument that you had today with someone, and you want to get your opinion on how to handle it. You want to see who handled things well and who didn't, and who is gaslighting, who is manipulating, who is toxic, what exactly is toxic, and you wanna basically get clarity, where you usually would ask a friend or a family member, or maybe even a psychologist or a relationship therapist. Like right now, what you can do is literally use LoveScan, backed by an enormous amount of relationship therapy and psychology guidance and expertise. But what is even more interesting and more shocking for me was when I started to use a deep analysis. The reports of the deep analysis and the quick scan are the same, but here you provided less information, so the results are less accurate. You can also just throw in some copy-paste conversation text that you have, or use a screenshot. But for the deep analysis, we go upload a complete WhatsApp export file, a TXT file. How you can get that is very easy. It is done all within WhatsApp, and you have it probably in 10 seconds from whatever chat you need. And once you download that, you upload it here, and it gives you an insane amount of information on your on your conversations and your relationship, and your way of communicating, but also your partner's way of communicating. And it really guides you way better than even a psychologist or therapist or friend or family member can do. For me, it was shocking how accurate certain things were once I saw them. This is one of my reports for like a while ago. I learned a lot since I got out of this relationship, but it's so extremely accurate. And as you see, this was a pretty toxic relationship. Also, I was super toxic. And sometimes you even don't see it in the moment. You are in such a bubble. No one was actually acting from a secure attachment style, both pretty anxious. It created a lot of problems. As you can see, communication styles, for me, they were more direct, over explaining a little bit. What stood out on her end was she was very indirect and reassurance seeking, still also sometimes pretty direct. So if you have these pretty close to each other, that balances each other out, is not really something to look at, but you can still get crazy good insights from this. And then we have the power roles, conflict styles, how you handle that. If you want, you can look into the government styles, and what it can do for you is even some information provided everywhere. Like emotional regulation, manipulation indicators. These are very interesting to look at, like who's more gaslighting, who has false apologies, guilt tripping, victim blaming or victim playing, like all these things. Investment level was very interesting for me to see, because at the time that the part of that year of that relationship, I was way more invested, kind of losing myself, not seeing that there was a way less high level of investment from my partner's side, actually ignoring that, and losing a lot of time and valuable energy. I was also not really masculine, how I wanted to be, losing myself in that as well. As I said, it was a while ago, and I learned a lot from the relationship. But these are things and insights that are really interesting to see. In terms of clarity of communication, I was like okay-ish, but she was like extremely unclear about everything, and I also ignored those red flags. So pretty shocking for me to see and confronting, but hey, it is what it is. I learned from it, and Yeah, here you see some information on emotional labels and profiles, and the red flags are very interesting and extremely accurate. Like, it takes them out so well out of your conversations. And then we have a section of conclusions where we also give advice, and it's pretty tailored. And you can even tailor that more if you personalize your account a little bit in the profile section, which I'm not going to open right now because it will reveal some sensitive information from my end. And if you start journaling every day, so if you start journaling, whether that it's by text or voice, you will basically feed the algorithm with more and more information about yourself, your needs, your way of what you basically need in life and in a relationship. And that will make, maybe together with the personalization in your account, it will make the reports 10-20% more accurate, better, more helpful. So if you want that, it's not necessarily reports are extremely good already, but if you would love to get even more specific and tailored towards you, you can start journaling every day a little bit, or personalize your account, or do both, and you get even better results. But yeah, go ahead and have a try. It's free for now. It might change in the future as we are still launching this app. Have a try, and let me know what you think, and if you have feedback, and if it helped you. I'm very, very curious, and I hope you enjoy using it, and it helps you a lot.